The question I like to ask here is the fact that what is your favorite bot and why? And I'll give you one that was made over here. So this gentleman right here created a bot called the Morty bot. And it always brings some sense of like, oh, excuse my language, like wow. So the purpose of the Morty bot is to literally show you how many days you have left on this earth.
Okay. Let me give you a bit of a backdrop.
Go for it.
It's called Mori. So it's our developer and I made it. His name is Ruben. And it's from the phrase memento mori. In Latin, it's remember death. Remember that you're going to die. So like what I did, it's supposed to be like philosophical, but what I did is I took we took the average aging data for the US for both men and women. And so what you would do is, basically already know what gender you are, and then you just type in your birthday, and then we kind of give them a reminder schedule, like, do you want to be reminded every day, every month, every year? And then you could also send yourself a note to the future, like, hey, you can, what do you want to tell yourself?
Which is pretty cool, yes. At the same time, when you get that note, you're like, oh no, like 60 more days are gone, I didn't do this.
Sure. We actually have like around, probably consider your age is like less than 18,000 days left to live.
Why do you have to let them know that?
But that's just an example. We want to know what your favorite bots are that you've played around with and why.
Yeah. So, at this point, just so you know, at this point, I've tested like almost, I think it's over 500 bots at this point in time. Where, since the very beginning, literally right when I watched F8 and Mark Zuckerberg, announced chatbots and 1-800-Flowers, I immediately started playing with chatbots right then. So ever since then, my favorite thing to do is test chatbots. Honestly, I get the bot list. Chatbot hits me up every single day and says, hey, here's 5 new bots that came out. Pretty much every single day I'm going through those and just kind of seeing what people are doing and, what works and whatnot. So I've gone through tons and tons of bots, but honestly, it's funny because, I've kind of implemented bots into my own life personally for like content consumption. So instead of going to, TechCrunch's website, I have their chatbot hit me up with my daily updates, right? Investor Business Daily, CNBC, Dig, these websites that I used to go to consume. I'm actually saving time now simply by going in the chatbot and having it hit me up every day and kind of get my content there. But as far as my favorite one, I personally like the Food Network the best, I think, because first of all, they have like an insanely powerful chatbot. It's really well built. But, every single day I love to cook every day. So I pull up Food Network. I'm like, hey, I've got chicken and like this ingredient in the fridge. All right. And then I just type that in and it gives me like a list of 10 different chicken. I literally just type to it, chicken. And then it pops up 10 different recipes to make with chicken that night. So it's kind of fun just to like, have that daily interaction, whether it be in the morning when I wake up and get my updates from, Investor Business Daily or TechCrunch, or when I go to cook dinner and I type in, chicken to the chatbot and it tells me like all these new recipes that I can try out.
You can see how that works too. Like you open the refrigerator, like, damn, all I got is an onion, a carrot, and some sort of celery. So what can we do here?
Exactly.
Ooh, add water to this. Like,
yeah.
So what do you got? What's your favorite bot and why?
Yeah, so for me, honestly, I'm kind of split between two. I think the Food Network one is a great like use case of like daily content and how you can like engage with it, because TechCrunch is good too, but you can't really engage with their content, just kind of like an email almost. So for me, I'd say either Golden State Warriors or Katy Perry. They're both like super different from each other, because Katy Perry's is more like you're kind of talking to her and there's not really that like daily engagement, but they do a really good job of like sending you, I guess, all of her new stuff and like kind of trying to keep you engaged, but it's more of like a like super social conversation rather than like, hey, go buy my CD. It's more of like, hey, choose this emoji to like rate my outfit and like, kind of stuff that her followers would want to do and talk to her about. Right. So, and they were profitable, I think, within like 14 days or something. So their stats are really great on that bot. And then for the Golden State Warriors one, I've always just admired this one just because of all the awesome stuff it can do. Like during games, it can like send you live updates and like all this crazy stuff that honestly I haven't seen too many other bots do. Although that is like a unique use case. There's like actually live games happening and there's just so many different use cases for a sports team. So yeah, I'd say like between those two, those are like my two top favorites that kind of tie.
Seth Louis from Botless said that the Warriors was his favorite one as well.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.